as appreciated. If you don't know what I was doing off camera, I was putting on deodorant. I showered before stream and I brushed my hair, but I didn't put on deodorant. And I was like, I don't want to reek like fucking hell of sweat after this. Exactly, Fubi. Let's start a Kumu stream. How dare you? Alright, back to business. A boom. You really liked the boom room, didn't you? I'm glad I made it so you couldn't single-handedly make that room longer. That was awesome. It was fun, I admit that. It was fun. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. I will say it right now. It was pretty fucking funny. But yeah. I'm trying to make sure my leg's good. So half an hour to get that room. You know, there's a few times I was close to getting through that room. Better yet, I got through all the game in one day. It took me 15 hours of streaming that game, but I did it. I can't believe I did it. Actually, I can believe it. It's powerful stuff, Chad. Powerful, powerful stuff. I'm getting stronger. You ever play this game? It's a classic game, Jill the Ripper. It is a very, very classic game, and honestly, probably one of the best games of all time. Akumu or Visage? Well, Akumu took me 15 hours, and Visage took me 12. However, Akumu was one of the most fun streams I think I've ever had, and Visage, I was waiting for it to be done for since the stream crashed. I would do Akumu easily again. Visage, I might consider speedrunning it, because very often speedrunning a game you hate is kind of catharsis. But, not hate, but like, you know, it could be okay to speedrun it again, maybe. But I would rather do Akumu before that. Like, I actually really did like Akumu. I thought Akumu was a very fun type of jank. As well, just, you know, it feels nice to be accomplished on that. I think accomplished is the word I definitely want to use there. Just the sense of accomplishment of being able to beat one of the toughest video game challenges. I just been on Visage? Nope, I played Visage for the first time last night. It was rough. And hope you enjoy it, D-Man. Speedrun the wine game? I don't think I want to speedrun the wine game. It feels like I do it once and don't go back to it. I don't want to speedrun Horror Tales the wine. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, it's also, like, I heard a lot of people, like, really praise that game, so I was really thinking, like, oh, this is gonna be, like, really good, right? Like, I think I was expecting something more like Madison, and I'm actually kind of bummed out I didn't get something more like Madison. Like, it had its moments. But, yeah. Get on the board and done? No! I don't want to run a game for the sake of running a game. The next 3 games I do plan on running, though, I'll tell you right now, chat. I want to run Mortuary Assistant. I want to run The Darkness 1. And I also want to run Obscure. None of those games are anything goal-reliant. They're literally just, when do I learn the run? So, expect all those games at some point in time. Also, I want to mention once again, for anyone who may be new, or for anyone who just misses this, not every single game on the stream is, yes, we do a sub-goal, we do a game. No, very often I'll just do games because I feel like it, or I add them to the voting, or I just kind of wait for the opportune time. Like, for Galarian's Ash, I plan on doing that in October, because I think last year I did Galarian's in October. So, I liked the idea of showing off new games during certain times. So with The Darkness 1, I really want to speedrun it. I don't know when. I've kind of been waiting to play it. I was in Bakutu. I'm doing good. Bakutu-san. I like this is first chapter and third, but Dolores, nope. Funny enough, Dolores was better than Lucy. Lucy sucked to me. Rakan was easily the best of the whole game. He was easily top tier. He's the guy. And then the mortuary system was fun enough. I'm kind of wondering how RNG that game is. Like, I don't actually know. Because I feel like the game's less RNG than expected, probably. But I don't quite know. Maybe it is? I don't know. Yep. But we'll see. Also, Twitch chat. Today we can actually talk about it more because now we're doing a speedrun stream. GDQ submissions are coming up. Does anyone here have any desire to submit to the next GDQ events? Show of hands. Type in Twitch chat E if you're planning on it. Because there are things you should be aware of. First one you played, best you liked it. Yep, Hostile chapter was best chapter, easily. And then after that, yeah. Yep, GDQ will be online only for the coming event. Ah, that's mom. Need a speedrun? Nothing wrong with that. I know some people are speedrunners, some people want to get into it, so it all depends. There's not UFO ending at all. There is a UFO ending. I have no idea how the fuck to achieve it, so good luck with that. I'll submit for sure then. Yeah, it's online, so you don't have to travel. How can they went back to online only? According to their Twitter, it's because Florida does not have good COVID rules, and COVID is also not very friendly to LGBTQ+. I think that is the acronym. So, combination of those factors... Yeah, Florida isn't, yeah. Wait, did I not say Florida? I thought I said Florida. Oh, did I say COVID isn't? Oh. I thought I said Florida isn't. That was nice, guys. I'll be doing it today. Okay, yeah, I don't think COVID exactly has a distinction on that one. But, Florida is not. No. Florida, had some stuff with that, where they weren't quite, comfortable. You know, seeing them, you have to do it on a save playthrough. I don't think you do it on the fan port. Also, I have never gotten it, I don't want to get it, so good luck out there. But yeah, for GDQ though, those are the main reasons why. Rod and Moose, thank you for the conversion from Prime to Tier 1. I'm glad you've been enjoying the stream. Enjoy the Tier 1 now. And thank you very much. Hopefully you are having a great day, Rod and Moose. Thank you. Let's see. There it goes. Oh, that's Pyramid Head. He's just watching you. He's chilling. That is 10:06. C28. Weird C, but okay, I'll take it. Yep. Okay, so a spike in the winter. That makes sense. Well, that's the main thing. Like, say what you want about the way GDQ handled COVID for their events. I'll say, as SGDQ, the majority of people from the event didn't get it from the event. Like, if someone came home sick from GDQ with COVID, they didn't get it from GDQ. I'll tell you that right now. Like, alright, I don't want to say this as a bad thing, but, like, one, I don't know anyone who actually got COVID from GDQ. As far as I can tell, they didn't get it from GDQ. And I was drinking a lot. I hung out with a lot of people. You know, appropriate mask wearing, all that jazz. Keeping things nice. And it went fine. Why? Well, to go to the event, you had to be vaccinated or provide negative tests for the whole week, I think. 2, all the event spaces required masks. So, and 3, people were generally pretty responsible and polite about most things. And then also, I didn't go to Mall of America or anything, really. I think I went in there once, and then I was like, this shit's crowded, so I just didn't want to be in there. So, but for Florida, I think they made it so that GDQ can't really enforce the rule they have. So, I think that's why they didn't want to have it in Florida as well. Because they couldn't do the enforcement of what they did. And, you know, say what you want about it. Admittedly, the results show that it worked. I say this as I was out much less than I was at EVO. And I got sick at Evo. I didn't get sick at GDQ. Also, if you gift 100 subs, Shaky Who, you'll get it. Otherwise, don't ask. If you're willing to pay dollars to watch Great Knife Only, you can have Great Knife Only. Otherwise, why would I do it? It's 3 hours of dragging a knife. Yep. So, I only do it if I feel like it or for money. And I don't feel like it currently. You also have Boing. I feel like if you gift 100 gift subs at that point, you're just automatically getting the Boing, yeah. And yeah, then GDQ had to pay money because they had to break the contract off. Because, you know, whenever they enter a contract with the hotel for the events, it's contract. And they can't really pay for a new venue, so they're online. I mean, I'm not exactly going to complain, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love being able to drink with people. Like, I gotta hang out with Bobby. I gotta hang out with Kat. I gotta hang out with, like, Avu and Zeke. Gotta hang out with a lot of cool... I gotta meet Tally. Gotta meet a lot of cool people. But there's something kind of nice about having a week off at home. Because, chat, I don't know if you know this, but I kind of go into forced vacation during GDQ. GDQ is the one time a year I don't stream. Yeah, I gotta watch Teddy murder me on the GDQ stream. It was fun. It was fun. I got to meet Cello at HGDQ 2020. 2 times? Yeah, twice a year. GDQs are the only time of year I really take off. Oh, that and other events. Like TwitchCon I take off, which I want to apologize to Emerald Alley again, because originally I was going to be the showrunner for their infamous show, and then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. That's TwitchCon, fuck. So I immediately was like, oh shit, I have to... Yeah, I DM'd like immediately. I was like, oh hey, I can't do that. You need to find another showrunner quickly. Eating out, just hanging out. It sounds like a good time. Look at that little burger lad. I love him. It's a good time. And I'm excited for TwitchCon though. I might have some interesting opportunity coming up. Let's just say, since I got to join GG at a very great time, so I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, like I definitely felt awful about like, because I wasn't sure on the exact weekend, because I kind of like, you know, there's always a thing where I forget about down the line. We'll see, Darkling. Maybe. Like, in all honesty, for GDQ, it's probably more likely they'd probably revert back to Maryland or Virginia, given they had business in the past, or they stay online for that one. So. It's nice, Joel the Ripper. Although I do want to mention that TwitchCon does have a slight duality. So I will say the experiences as a streamer and a viewer can be quite different. Bring GDQ to West Coast? I wish. I fucking wish. Just because as a streamer, it can be very hectic, very busy, especially depending on how much you end up having to do. Like, I've kind of been telling a lot of people I don't know what I'm doing yet. Like, I definitely want to, like, hang out with Avium. I know that much. Like, she is currently the person I'm going to make time for. I have known Avium for years now, and I promised her and her better half, quote-unquote, that I would be grabbing lunch with them. And I will make sure I do that. I promised her brothers as well that they get a night out drinking with me, because they still give me shit, because one time I didn't go out drinking with them at TwitchCon. It's like, oh, you never want to go out drinking? It's like, fine, I'll do it. Oh yeah, Hez Kezel, it's just, you know, GG talent. It sounds like I might be able to do some fun stuff for the event. So, have a good night, Alistair. Get some good rest. And then, how's that doing, Loco? Good to see you. Why would you put it in Riverside? Well, we'll see. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but, like, I might be able to do something at TwitchCon. I don't even know if we immediately present. But I know, like, Distortion and Larks have done a lot of the Intel stuff. That is true. I might have to eat more than one car panini in general. I might have to eat more than one, chat. I promised if we hit 2,100 sub points... Oh, it's technically not 2,100. Technically it's 2,080. But it's not even really technically 2080, it's technically 1960. If I don't assist with it, at least, because I'm assisting afterward. I do, Emerald Alley, and I'll say that after the carb eating thing. And if we hit that, I planned on making one on stream and eating it, but also I said I'd also, if we hit it, eat one with me, Jessica, at TwitchCon, if she was going. And there's a strong likelihood that might end up happening. Hey, they might. They're not gonna make me do Alone in the Dark 3. I'm pretty sure I have some strong powerhouses in the horror network. Also, they're aware of horror games. They got Mr. Bach Soup on there. They know about horror stuff. And it's nice being, like, you know, a Silent Hill guy. I don't think they really had a Silent Hill guy. So, now they got a Silent Hill guy. Hey, thanks for the follow. Boing, boing, boing. And yeah, so Emerald Alley, I will be submitting. I'm going to be submitting most likely right now. Since the event's online, I'm changing it a bit. I'm doing Lollipop Chainsaw, Siren Blood Curse most likely. The Crow City of Angels still. No, I don't run that game yet, so I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. So Lollipop Chainsaw, Siren, The Crow, Dead Rising 2, and I'm changing my RE6 submission because I think with online submitters, more people might try for the co-op. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna... Whenever I submit to GDQ, I always make sure that I'm the power submitter for whatever I'm submitting. This is gonna be some terminology that might be newer to people, but it is effectively the best way of describing a phenomenon. So GDQ, for the most part, maybe there might be some changes with this process. But normally the way that a GDQ run works is that between submitters, it goes to what they call the power submitter. That is defined as the person who is most likely to get in based off certain qualifications. Currently the qualification, as far as it's known, is be the best at that game of the submitters. So if you have like 3 people submitting all in the top 5 of the game, and let's say you have 2nd place, 4th place, and 5th place, if 2nd place submits, 4th place and 5th place cannot get in unless, you know, that person's really fucking up. So a power submitter usually will be the one to run the game unless for some reason they won't be able to. Whether it be they get sick, they get Tanya Hardinged, they have gamer moments. No, I'll just do regular. It's logical. That's the way it works. And it's very merit-based, which is nice. Now, there is a dilemma that does come with this, and there are remedies by GDQ to kind of, let's say, equalize things. To which, I remember during the last wave of submissions, after the games list what ended up happening, there was people on Twitter who mentioned that the representation of both female speedrunners and non-binary speedrunners was much less than male counterparts. Which... GDQ does take this pretty seriously. I do know they work pretty hard to make sure they have a nice, you know, like, diverse array of runners. But I think from the last time that happened, and the conversations that took place, I think they may be trying to look more into making things, I guess, more diverse, quote-unquote. It's hard to say what exactly the effect's going to have, if they still want to retain the idea of best time gets in, or if maybe they try to even things out where they can. Which, it is a pretty heavy topic, and I'm going to say right now, I'm glad I don't have to be the one to choose things, because that sounds like a very, what's the word? I feel like it's a fine comb. A very fine comb of a decision to make between games. Also depends on what games they plan on trying, and let's just say there's many factors they're going to have in place. Oh yeah, but also, you know, it makes sense. There's a lot of great runners that don't get to submit, which I do want to attest that if you're wondering the issue and where it lies, there is an issue, but I don't think it's in the root of where people think it is. Where the issue is much less that GDQ is not taking more female runners, and more in the fact that more female runners aren't submitting because they don't feel welcome in speedrunning communities. Which, realistically, the issue is then make them feel more welcome in speedrunning communities so they feel more encouraged to submit. And yeah, going from the last event, like, for submissions and demographics behind submissions, it was actually proportional. So for the demographics of people who would submit between, let's say, male, female, non-binary, the runners taken was actually proportional to the submissions, which that would be a good thing, I would say. 10-place streams for 2 people, 4-place streams for 2,000 people. So funny enough for that one. One moment for that one. 3316, 1778. Remember those numbers. I'm gonna remember them. One moment. I gotta remember those. Long story short for that one, I will alley. They don't care about that. As much as it sounds, in most cases, unless there's a cheeky way to bypass it, I don't think they care about that. Which is really good for GDQ, in terms of legitimacy, so to speak. And that's actually one of my favorite parts about the event. Good. And 3316. 3316. Nice. So GDQ, surprisingly, is not a popularity contest. How do I know that? I know a lot through my submissions for one, and through general submissions. It goes to the best runner. It doesn't matter who it is, it'll go to the best runner. There have been many cases where the best runner submitted were streamers who virtually had much less presence than the names you would be expecting for said game. Is that a bad thing? Not at all. In fact, I think that's really good. My favorite is that for, I think the first time Mario Odyssey shown, it wasn't some Bing Bang Wahoo, like, stereotypical runner that you'd be imagining that's like, here's the Mario Andy with all the viewers. No, it was a Japanese speedrunner who I don't think had as major a Twitch presence as a lot of the other, like, let's go with, like, Spike Vegeta or Trihex or something at that same point in time, right? They're on the couch, but they weren't exactly the runner. But also, there is something to be said about why popular runners get more in. Not yet, Lucid, but it's with a buddy who's closer to me now. So, when he is done with his heavy chef shifts, I should be able to hopefully get that copy of Illbleed soon, TM. Not Lucid's fight. That's a good spot. GDQ absolutely grows people's audiences. However, it's not. It's weird because it does, but it doesn't. It's a very weird phenomenon, and it's something to say that on the one hand, if you're banking on GDQ to pay your bills, you're a fool. However, if you are also saying that has zero effect, I also think you're a fool. Or I think you're being disingenuous, I should say. All right, boss fight done. I golded. Boom. See, I'm on a roll, chat. I'm talking and I'm kicking ass right now. So, where's the last time I left off? Yes. Let's go with the growing audiences of GDQ. So, the growing audiences of GDQ, it really does depend on a variety of factors. And these factors are going to be things like, when's your run? What game did you get in? How long's your game? How did you do? Are people watching your run? Stuff like that. And it's really, really weird, because you can kind of luck into a variety of factors as well. Like, I've seen a variety of creators at, you know, different sizes, different points, have different effects on Twitch growth. And there's also the idea that that's your end goal with it. Are you, like, I kind of use the example on Twitch pretty often of, let's go with the 15 minutes of fame. And I like to give two. One, which was the most watched clip on Twitch ever, which that guy, I think, doesn't really do a lot of streaming stuff, and I don't remember the name of the guy, so he had the most watched clip on all of Twitch. He didn't really stream, though. He wasn't really a streamer. He kind of did it for fun. Is that bad? No. People in life have different priorities, and that's absolutely a fine thing. I imagine he probably cared more about being a dad, which... I'm gonna say right now, if the choice is between fatherhood and being a streamer, the answer is fatherhood. Of course the answer is fatherhood. Why would it not be fatherhood? That is the answer. I think it's a very easy answer to say, too. Let's go with another example of someone who would have been more popular after the 15 minutes of fame, who is Nico Lol. If you remember, I remember there was a point in time you couldn't go 5 minutes without hearing, "Okay, boomer, what are you you know, the cute girl dancing, okay, boomer." Yep. Cannot go 5 minutes not hearing it anywhere. Now she is a big name, very big name. And every now and again, there's these scenarios on Twitch that blow up one person that you would never expect. Being a dink is way better than being a parent. Right, but he already had a kid and was a streamer. So I think it's more, if you already have a kid and your option is take care of your child or stream video games online. Wait, what? Weird. Okay, fuck it. I think the answer should be take care of your kid. If you don't have kids, I'm not saying have kids. I'm saying if you already have a kid and you're a streamer, and your options are take care of the kid you already have or be a streamer, I'm saying take care of your kid. It's funny, so letters, going to the guy's scenario, the reason why his clip was so popular is because in the clip, his daughter jump scared him during Outlast 2, and he was terrified. Because, you know, he was playing a spooky game, and then his daughter came up to him in VR, and, like, Dad? And, like, he was fucking just scared shitless. So the guy definitely had a kid, yeah. Yeah, that guy. I'm not saying, like, oh, you know, settle down, have a kid. No. You know, kids are people's prerogatives. This is something you decide. It's a very personal decision you're going to do for your own livelihood. I'm not telling you one way or another how to lean to that. Mainly because, you know, there's merits on all ends to that, and really there's no wrong answer. I don't know your life. You know your life. I don't know whether or not you should have kids. I'm a guy who plays video games online and has the CBT tag in this channel. I'm also 28. I don't think I'm exactly qualified to give, let's say, parenting advice. That's pretty good stuff, Darkling. Mood? Damn right it's a mood. But also, let's go into, though, for what I'm talking about with the GDQ boom. The GDQ boom is a real thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know names solely because of GDQ. Guess who's been a part of the GDQ boom, and guess who has not had the GDQ boom? I've been under both. I mentioned very often what I think each run effect had, how they went, stuff like that. Because, you know, it's definitely someone's lying to you if they're saying it has no effect. However, in some cases, it's minimal. You're not going to notice the effect. Could be because you do a weird game, could be because your performance just doesn't stand out, could be because day of the week. Really, it kind of feels sort of luck-based on how it goes. Like, I kind of mentioned that I think the Mummy didn't really have much of an effect on anything, but also it's kind of hard to tell, because at the same event I did Haunting Ground, which I still hear about Ricardo to this day, and I like that. But I think a lot of people are surprised the Mummy exists. Is that bad? No, that's the nature of things. But also I like to acknowledge that during the Mummy I kind of got shafted. I kind of got pulled in much earlier than I was supposed to be on, and as well, the whole run didn't feel great. Admittedly, so I can tell you that immediately. Oh, of course, Lavo. But I remember there's drama a while back, like, oh, this person sniped a GDQ run, and I think their direct quote was, "Now I'm going to go hungry in the winter because I can't pay my bills." If that is your line of thinking, oh god, I'm sorry, do not expect GDQ to pay your bills. Do not expect, do not expect a GDQ run to pay your bills, and use the not getting it as an excuse to not to go hungry in the winter. Yeah, it was around cluster truck stuff. Like, I don't think that a 15-minute indie game speedrun is going to make you let's go with the next distortion. I don't think that will be the case. Yep. Name of the follow. As well, if your sole intent of doing it is for the, oh my god, really, the letter? I'm straight up on the key. There. Good job, James. You know, D-Man, you're not wrong, and I hate that sentence so much. Fuck that sentence. Gambling on GDQ, bill paying is better than my Jack in the Box ratio. I hate it because you're not wrong. Like, I don't like that you're right. Oh yeah, it was a great time, Lucid. But also, like, with Nightcry, I wasn't thinking about, oh, this is gonna, you know, this is gonna be great for my margins. No. For Nightcry, I wanted to show off one of my favorite games that I love. Like, I love Nightcry, chat. It's one of my favorites easily. And it's a game I really enjoy. A lot of the games I spent to GDQ, I spent them because I enjoy them. And also, I like the event. I like that there is money for charity. It's a fun time. I was in Killer Inc. Welcome on in. Although, I do want to note that I do think that for at least 2 positions, I think someone's saying if they're solely doing it for the event, they're lying. I think for anyone who is either a runner or a host, if they're saying they're solely doing it to benefit charity, I think they're full of shit. If you were, you'd take a backseat job. You would take one of the jobs that's not, the main focus, not in the spotlight. You'd be, teardown. You'd be, you know... You'd be, tech checking. A call out? I admit, I'm a runner. I've done, like, 6 runs. I've also hosted a shift. And realistically, like, you know, the people who are mainly going to be on the screen are going to be runners and hosts. I'm just saying it's a bit disingenuous to not acknowledge it at all. That being said, I love helping out the event. I think it's a cool event. I like donating to friends' runs and all that. It's more just, I think some people are, you know, if they're solely saying it one way or another, they kind of bury the lead. Like, I'll say it right now, I'm very lucky to have the stream community I do now. All of you Twitch chats, all of you here. And people who watch on YouTube as well. Why? Because we've had a lot of rampant growth, because, one, there's been a lot of eyes from various GDQ happenings, and then people like staying, usually because they like listening the equivalent to a chill lamp talk about topics. It's like having a decorative lamp that doesn't say dumbish things. It's reliable, it's interesting. It's like playing with Seaman. And that's the case. But... yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You know, being on GDQ is definitely pretty helpful for that. There we go. Good stuff. But I know some people don't want to admit that. Why? I was wondering, why don't people want to admit that? I think there's a lot to be said about making it on one's own steam. A lot of people like the idea of, let's say, quote-unquote, the self-made man. The idea of a self-made man is that you got to where you're at due to no help from someone else. They might argue that. They actually might. They just might. And a lot of people like the idea that they clawed their way to the top and nothing else. I don't think I did. I got very lucky in almost every aspect of my life. I think a lot of my growth, hell, every factor of my life, I think, is a series of luck and meeting the right people. I think the idea of nepotism goes a long way. However, there's something to be said about being likable enough to get the assistance. So, I guess you can argue that's a skill. As well as a sin. As like, if you're a total asshole, then maybe there's a reason people aren't wanting to be a part of that. But also, I guess there is something to be said, on other factors. So, it all depends on that. I suppose, D-Man, but also it's the fact of giving credit where credit's due. I know some people, what they'll say, in terms of the GDQ boom, is they'll say it had 0 effect. They'll say that there is no actual, like, oh, getting into GDQ's not going to do anything for you. I'm just saying, I think that's a lie. I think that sentence right there saying it'll do nothing for you is an absolute fucking lie. I'm not saying it's going to pay your bills, but if you have a run at GDQ, you're much more likely to have, you know, potential for that opportunity than someone else. And greetings from Mexico. How's it going? Is that LB Boats? Hope you're doing good. Most successful luck. You're damn right, Labo. 7 and 10 at Evo. All dubs. Why? No, that was all skill. That was all skill on that. You know what? Evo, all skill. 0 luck involved. All skill. Stop. All publicity is good publicity. Okay, so I'm really curious about this, and I want to wait like maybe a month to see. I'm wondering if the chick who had sex on Twitch is gonna pop off. Because lately, making the rounds on the news was some chick got raw dogged on Twitch, and she got banned for a week. I'm wondering how many people are going to stop by. She already did? What's she at right now, then? If you know what I'm asking. Only banned for a week? Yeah, she's already unbanned? Right, so at this point she'd be streaming again, so is she popping off now? That's what I'm wondering. 4K already? God fucking damn. Alright, you're right. All publicity is good publicity. Pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. No, it's not a viable strat. It's a girl boss, but I don't recommend it for most people. You might get banned for longer. And then you don't have an account at that point. Right, but we're giving just an example right now that if your goal is to get immediate viewership on Twitch, we have a very real example where someone just did it. I'm not saying follow their exact model, because you're going to get banned if you do that, and you're not allowed to say, oh, but Mr. Streamer Man told me have sex on... No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that was the, you know, person of the week, person of the day. That ended up popping off because of something. There was also, you know, the last person of the day a while back was the chick who got made fun of by Artesian Builds, which, they're fucking, the Artesian Build went under, thank God. I am glad that company went under, it's fucking hilarious. They tried to reach out to me as a, ambassador. Ah, yes, let me get that nothing. I have no idea how the fuck Twitch does it. I'm pretty sure it's whoever spots it decides. So that's what we're doing wrong. I mostly do speedruns, so I do a lot of speedruns, Nuka-Cola. However, I don't only do speedruns. In fact, earlier today I was doing a casual horror game. My thing is I only do horror games, primarily. Every now and again we might dip into the world of horror adjacent, but I do a bunch of horror games, and I run the most horror games out of anyone. Name any streamer, I guarantee I run more horror games than them. I'm always willing to bet that, too. The only case would be someone who submitted like a fucking 200 like 5-minute games that are just indies. Me, Jessica. You are me, Jessica. That's right. Man, the Artesian Builds person. Actually, the Artesian Builds person popped the fuck off. I don't know what happened. At one point they weren't. Then the next they got back off to popping off. So. It's you, Jessica? No, it's me. Wait. It is you, Jessica, yeah. You might run more games? No, you do not. I'm gonna be playing Killer Clowns from Outer Space when it comes out. If I have friends, or if they pay me, maybe. Which, I'm not gonna lie to you, I might be able to, chat. I was kind of mentioning, I don't know if I'll play Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but I think a lot of the people on GG are getting sponsored by Evil Dead when that happened, and, I'm a horror guy. And I get along with the people on GG already, for the people who would be the ones playing it. So, there's a strong chance that I might end up playing it. It might be both, in fact. That was no one. What, me being on GG Talent Siamese Sneeze? Oh yeah, GG Talent Group now. I'm on the same team as Bach and Distortion. I don't know if Donnie is gonna play it. I don't know if he will. I don't know. He might. Oh, of course that's Guzzle. Cat might consider it. And Cat I'm usually open to playing with in general. Oh yeah, it should be neat. Should be neat stuff. Yeah, thank you. But we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath on it. Like, my usual rule for a lot of horror games I'm not immediately dead set on is, one, if they pay me. Yeah, Donnie is in Desperado. I don't know if Desperado plans on doing Killer Clowns, but potentially. But also, I don't really do a lot of co-op in general. Yeah, I can't imagine he was. I'm glad you think so, Labo. I plan on doing more stuff with Cat in due time. Soon, TM. Originally, we were going to try getting another one ready for GDQ, but we're probably going to wait for SGDQ, so we have more time, technically, now. I know they're playing normally, but I might be willing to put with ass. We'll see. I'll be probably playing a lot of new horror games. Let's say that much. Shit, go, go, go. Riot soon, Blizzard soon, or Activision soon. Originally... Wait, which one's all three of them? Because all three of them are pretty bad at that, right? I was gonna just guy, but didn't good. Originally, I was gonna say really soon, as in literally this month. However, now it might be less soon, but we'll see. Just saying viable. I mean, though, consider the following, though, Venzi. Right now, we're definitely in the case of, streaming is really similar to playing in cheap bars as a musician. I think the closest you really can get to streaming is being an up-and-coming musician, in fact. 1006 is 2. 2. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. It's a good game, just a guy. So... there's kind of a very open area where you can have... everyone can be a niche internet micro-celebrity. Which is really fucking weird, man. I'm not gonna lie, if you told me 10 years ago that I'd be playing video games during my nights... That was a lot hard. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing good. For strangers online, I probably would never have thought that. That being said, I'm definitely well equipped for it because guess what? I was doing that alone anyway a lot. Dreaming of being a rock star? Yep. And for a lot of people, it's a fun activity they already enjoy. There's nothing you say about the streamer lifestyle, which the rock and roll lifestyle is obviously, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, while the streamer lifestyle is much more, you get to play video games all fucking day, and you get paid for video gaming. And I don't know, whatever the fuck else happens with video gamers, I don't know. What do gamers do? I know Master Chief doesn't resonate with gamers anymore. So. Anyway, long story really short, chat. The other game I'm submitting to GDQ, since I'm probably not submitting RE6 anymore, is possibly Operation Raccoon City. By the way, that's what this whole thing was about. What games am I submitting to GDQ? That's what this whole fucking conversation was about.
Eddie,
there's your answer.
What are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls.
You're wondering why Operation Raccoon City? I think it could go for Alpha Block. I think it's a good time slot. And, oh, thank you for the bit of encouragement. Me, Jessica. Yeah, that might be good, we'll see. Maybe. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Oh, I already heard that. Get him. Good. Bit of a rough fight, but I'll take it. What other games am I planning? In total, I want to submit Siren Blood Curse unless Noha submits it. If Noha submits it, do not submit it. I want to submit Lollipop Chainsaw, which is absolute at this point. I want to submit Dead Rising 2, which is pretty absolute right now. I want to submit The Crow City of Angels. And then I also want to submit Operation Raccoon City, most likely. However, I'm still floating on that one. Like, my 5th game is a floater now. Originally, I wanted to make it so that the game I was going to submit for my 5th game was going to be RE6 with Cat if it was in person. However, with it being online now, I'm kind of more in the area where it's like, alright, more people are submitting this, meaning... Wait, did my phone die? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not... Oh my god. My phone wasn't charging this whole time, chat. What the fuck? How could you let this happen? Oh, we'll see. I mean, I was on backup last time. I feel like Dead Rising 2 might be a lock, in fact. I feel like it's really, really likely. My phone just... Wait, what? What happened to my phone? Interesting. My charger finally died? You have a pretty fucking jank charger. Huh, that's bad. Huh, I guess I'll fix it later. Screw it. Oh, alright, it's working. It's working. Got it. Hey, it's working again. You be quiet over there. You're so careless, I can't believe it. How will I order Jack in the Box now, chat? Twitter time? No, it's not Twitter time. I want my phone to work. That could have been Twitter time, but it wasn't working. Solid lineup? I think so, yeah. Also, RE6 is a good submission. It just literally, with RE6, better groups are going to be submitting it, because one of the perks of me and Kat submitting it was in person, and most people who would be, oh, my phone's updating. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, that's what happens. Why's my phone working? It was charging. Fucking updates, man. So that would make some sense, wouldn't it? Good. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So with that in RE6, I'm just like, hey, if we submit, the best we get is backup, because if everyone's... Oh, yeah, it's going to play about 30 seconds, chat. Wait a minute. I already got the out of balance. Don't worry. We're just going to the end of the game right now. It's going to be nothing bad. It's going to be 2 minutes of ads during this game. Actually, wait, no. Wait, fuck it. 2 minutes of ads. Don't worry, chat. Don't you worry. They'll pass fast. It's going to be 2 minutes. Ad block. What's the word? Twitch Turbo. Get a snack. Walk around. Ads are about to start. If you really want to avoid them, consider subbing. These things work. There's options. Find it. Okay, chat. There you go. I did my part. Enjoy the... We're just doing the part where we're gathering items. There's nothing major here. This is one of the more minor sections until... We already did the out of bounds, so no worries. Alright, see you in a second. Yeah, there we go. I saw it before the out of bounds, and I realized I was looking at my phone for too long. I was like, shit. Get a Galaxy phone? I don't want a Galaxy phone. I like... Alright, chat. You can call me a pleb all you want. I don't care. I like having an iPhone. I enjoy having one. I'm not superior about it. I don't feel superior. It's a simple phone. I like it. It's that easy. Why? A lot of people always say, oh, why do you get an Android? Why do you get an Android? It's funny because I always heard about the thing about, you know, the iPhone superiority. Dude, I always heard people giving me shit for having one. Phone good, wife bad? Exactly, Sordako. They do the job of a phone. But you can customize so much. Guess what? I don't care about customizing it. It's a fucking phone. What am I doing on my phone? It's a phone. I get Apple's BS charger? I've been using the same charger literally for years. I had the most janky-ass charger I've had for, like, probably 5 years. You need a new phone? Buy a phone you want. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think Android phones are even bad, Hello Kitty. It's literally, I want simplicity. I want something easy. I don't care about brand loyalty or brand wars. I really don't give a fuck about it. Why would I? Oh yeah, same. I had to replace my phone at one point with a newer phone, so I got a new phone, I think like last year or something, or 2 years ago, one of the two. Why did I buy one? I literally spiderwebbed it after, me having it since I graduated college. So I think I had a phone for like 5 years. We do a prediction? No. I do predictions on me ordering fast food. So unless I order fast food, then no. Shit, wrong button. That's fine. There we go. I don't really do a lot of predictions, not really a lot of points. Most of the stuff's either consistent or not really reliant on anything too RNG. I only do it when it's pure RNG, because I think rooting for skills is kind of weird. Because either one, it's very obvious what the odds are going to be. Oh, is that on USB cables? I don't fucking know. I don't care. My phone works. I have the regular cable I've had for years, and I don't really think much more about it. But I'd say at college, I majored in law. PC takes it? I don't really care about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a phone. I use it to browse Twitter and look at anime titties when I'm in the elevator. I don't really care what my phone can do beyond that. If I can browse Twitter, look at Discord, manage social media, I'm good. Why else would I need a phone? The only game I played was Pokemon Go, and I stopped playing it. No, not the public elevator, the Silent 2 elevator. I'm not in public fucking, like, doing the, dicey crave emote, like, just looking directly at my phone like some fucking troglodyte. No. You believe it? Oh, of course. That'd make more sense? Of course that'd make more sense. Oh, hello, Critty. My favorite fucking part about the Android phone stuff, right? I have no idea who, just the guys talking to. It feels like they're just talking about their, like, they heard iPhones, like, oh, but my cable. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's a cable. It's a fucking phone. It's a piece of technology made to make my life easier. I want something simple. And you know what? Mine's pretty fucking simple. Not a lot of issues with it, really. Wait, maybe I don't do that. Yeah. You know what always gave me a pain in the ass, though? Whenever I had to set up Androids for people in my old job. I kind of wish people didn't get Androids and they don't know how to use them. Am I saying Android's bad? No, I'm saying if someone's not a power user, they probably shouldn't be preaching or standing by it. A lot of people do it because Apple's bad, which more power to you. I don't really care about that. But if you're not a power user and you don't really know what you're doing with it anyway, why the fuck are you using a phone that gives you advanced customization, right? There's no point. I know what you're thinking, but people should really have the phone they want. Dude, I once had a job for a guy who didn't know how to do print screen on the fucking Android. I don't know an Android, so I didn't know how to do it. I Googled it, I figured out the information, I relayed it back to him, and he still couldn't fucking figure it out. This guy owned the phone for how goddamn long, and he couldn't figure out how to take a screenshot. I literally couldn't walk him through how to take a fucking screenshot. Whenever I had Android issues, it was like the largest chunk of my day wasted because people didn't know how to use the damn things. No customization? I don't think it's bad. If you know what you're doing, it's probably fucking amazing. But a lot of people aren't power users. If you're a power user, fucking grab your Android, do your coding, do what you want. A lot of people tell me they're great if you're a programmer. You know what? You're a programmer. You're beyond me. You are beyond power user. You're like superior user or some shit like that. You're super user.
Mary?
But
what do you want,
yeah.
James?
On iPhone, easy as shit. You push two buttons.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting.
Same comp for Android? Apparently not. At least it wasn't in the year 2016. Or no, 2019, I think, actually. Walked this guy through every step, couldn't figure it out. Android's not really homogeneous anymore. Homogeneous phones are pretty fucking great. A lot of older phones have a way of doing it. This guy probably may have an older phone then, too. You know what happened? Then he complained, and he told my boss on me. Why? He couldn't figure it out, and then it took every bit of restraint for me not to call this man inbred. Which, I did restrain. I ended up getting in trouble because I couldn't help him out, apparently. That was a lot of what happened. I explain things well, and people can figure it out. I remember one time, I fixed a lady's, the story I always tell, I fixed a lady's keyboard, right? I fucking fixed her keyboard issue. What was the issue? I fucking plugged it in. I was as polite as possible, gave the nice spiel, The actual job took me 2 minutes. 2-minute job, right? Get hit. The whole fucking thing took me 30 goddamn minutes. Why? Because she wanted to know what caused the issue. I was like, I don't really know, but all you have to do is plug it back in if this happens. But like this, and I even told her at the beginning, it likely had something to do with blank program. Usually sit for 3 hours when job's that simple. I want to go back to browsing memes, Gotti. I want to go back to browsing memes. It is infernal. Because you know what happened after that? I explained to her the exact thing that likely went wrong with her job, right? The exact issue. By the way, I just fucking PB'd off this goddamn run, and this run sucks. I hate this run. This one sucks, Chad. There, 44:23. This run fucking blows. But anyway, I explained to her for 30 fucking minutes. I literally found the exact issue, and you know what it was? Do you know what it was? The issue for her was the exact thing I told her at the start. And I told her, this happens only if you do this exact thing. And then when I told her that, she was like, okay. And then she got sassy and mad, called my boss in front of me, and then I got in trouble. God, IT sucks so much. I'm happy I can do this for a living, chat. Thank you. Thank you. You know what happens when someone's fucking dumb? I just say they're fucking dumb. Anyway. If you want to be in the screenshot, type grill. Like Dicey Grill. Let's go with that. Because... shit, man. Look at this shit.